I. Hold on, I'm almost there. I am here. Yep, that's right. It's me, Lone Wolf. Yes, it is me, Lone Wolf. I know you can't believe it. My story animated. We're here to react to it. As always.
I've been listening to my parents fight since before I was born. And I mean that literally. See, it didn't take them long to realize there was something strange about their daughter. As soon as I learned to talk, which happened really fast by the way, I would describe things we had done yesterday or last week. My parents said I remembered things in amazing detail.
I'm not gonna do
like
that.
Crazy
I'm gonna
detail.
break.
The problem was, my amazing memory started getting in my way. At school, sometimes I couldn't concentrate on the lessons because my brain was so full of memories. I could remember everything that happened the day before, the week before, the month before, even years before. I was pretty sure I could remember every single day.
Honestly, I might be a little bit ADHD. Sometimes I'm a little crazy. Most of the time I'm not, but sometimes I am. Just like in these videos, I am definitely crazy right now. I'm on crack. I mean, I'm just ADHD, guys. I don't know what it is. It must be the meth.
Real quick, if you hit like and subscribe, it'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Just like your favorite childhood memory. We took a trip to see my aunt.
Okay, then.
My parents said it was time to finally meet her and my cousin. They only live like an hour away, but for most of my childhood, my parents had acted like that was just too far to visit. Really, I think it was because my mom didn't like her sister much. Remembered it. I got distracted then, remembering other things from that day. The memories were a little fuzzy, I guess since I didn't have the words at the time to identify what was going on. But I remembered my mom crying on the way there and back. So loud. The sound of it had made me cry too.
Stop it. Get some help.
The memory of our crying got stuck in my head, and I almost didn't notice we had reached Aunt Judy's. My mom looked upset as we walked to the door. "What's wrong?" I asked her. She smiled, but it wasn't a real smile. "Nothing," she said. "Let's go see your aunt." Aunt Judy was nice. My cousin Philip was okay, I guess. I mean, I was at an age where boys were icky, but my parents kept staring at him and saying how beautiful he was and how he was growing up so fast. Beautiful?
His asshole hair is so gross.
The whole house smelled like a cat litter box. My mind drifted back to the memories, and I could hear my mom's crying again, mixing with my tiny baby cries. "What's wrong with you?" Philip asked. "You just totally spaced out there." "Whatever," I said. "I'm bored." "Let's go see the attic," he said. Finally, something exciting! He said we had to be really quiet, because he wasn't allowed to go up there. The steps were very narrow and slippery.
Shh! We have to be really freaking quiet. I'm spying! And that's why I'm ADHD.
And I followed him to the long, dark staircase. We started going up, but I hesitated, feeling like I was in a horror movie, like the darkness would swallow me whole. I started crawling, but I couldn't see where I was putting my feet. I slipped and fell back down the stairs. There was a horrible pain in my leg, and I started to cry. My parents drove me to the hospital. "I don't want to go to the hospital," I said through my tears. "It's too bright there." "You've never been to the hospital," my dad said. "No, when we were there before, it was too bright and everything was cold." My dad looked very confused. I wasn't quite sure how to explain it. It was dark and warm, and then it was like opening a window during a snowstorm. Suddenly it was so white and I was cold, but then Mom was holding me. My mom turned to stare at me. "Are you talking about when you were born?" That must be it. I can remember that moment
You can't say that! That's racist!
So, I was on my own. I became lonely and depressed. By the time I got into high school, I felt like a ghost. I was still on my medication. I was a bad student and I didn't have any friends.
Maybe you shouldn't do that shit and you wouldn't look like a fucking weirdo.
I had an amazing day at school. I could actually focus for once, and I impressed my teachers with all the stuff I memorized. My speech class, which I had been dreading, went so well. Afterward, the teacher kept me after class. She said I should join the debate team, which traveled around competing with other schools in the state. She thought it would be good for me. I said, thinking about all the days my pills made me too tired to think, and about the lies my brain kept making up. What if I got up to debate at a competition, and everything out of my mouth was pure BS. Ended up talking about our crushes. He had a crush on the president of his school's Spanish club, and I had a crush on one of the baseball players at my school. I don't even know how to kiss, I said. I had like zero social life until now. He laughed. That's sad if your cousin is your social life. And even sadder that you don't know how to kiss. You can practice on me if you want.
They're cousins! Right. That's not right. What the f happened to this story? What the f? Oh my god.
Incest is fine.
What the f is wrong with you? Look, this is proof. I have puppies in here. They're going to be gone soon. Maybe I'll make some vlogs on it or something. I don't know. They'll probably be gone by the time this video's out, so say bye to the puppy.
Eat my ass.
It doesn't f***ing care. It's been over an hour I've been recording and I barely made it 10 minutes into the video. So that's pretty awesome. I like wasting my own time. Get into it and not getting sleep before work tomorrow.
Such a strange connection to him. Not like a crush exactly, just like we were meant to become friends. Even though it was pathetic that my cousin was my best friend,
you know,
when I
I
got
used
home
to
that night,
not be able to
I was
spell
walking
friend
on
for
air
the longest
until I saw my
time.
mom waiting for me. She held up my medication bottle and rattled
Oh, I thought it was condoms. I'm like,
me, where a second baby carrier had been just moments before. I gasped and stared at my mom. Philip was my brother. She was crying too hard to reply.
that was too much Sweet Home Alabama-ing. Don't do that. It was bad enough as cousins. I mean, obviously these stories are fake. I mean, they're real. These are real stories.
Stop! My mother screamed. You don't remember that! You can't! But I didn't stop.
This whole
you drove us both to Aunt
story is
Judy's,
just some
but
crying.
you only brought me home. You're a liar! No! I shouted back. I'm not! Suddenly, I heard my dad's
story
voice.
is weird,
It's time
too,
to tell
like-
her. I looked at him and
It's
asked,
so out
tell
of
me
the
what?
world.
They told me how
It's
my
out of
mom
place,
wanted
too.
an only child so badly.
Oh,
When they'd found
kinda
out they were
nuts.
pregnant with twins, they made secret arrangements to give one of the babies to Aunt Judy, who couldn't have kids. The painful choice made my mom so depressed. She hadn't wanted to see Aunt Judy or Philip ever again. But finally, she
That's
couldn't
sad.
resist. She had to see her other child. So we visited Aunt Judy. But after that night, her guilt got worse. She knew she had to do something to keep me from remembering the truth. I couldn't believe it. My mom's lies had ruined most of my life. But the way she looked at me after she told her story, I knew she'd been hurt too. We both had. I wasn't ready to forgive her yet, but she promised we'd have a meeting with Aunt Judy and Philip and figure out a
make
way
something
to
funny.
repair our broken family. I realized then that she truly did love me, even if the
You're
weight
gonna
of her
have a
terrible
fucked up
secret
baby. Thank you, My Story Animated, for letting me react to it. They didn't let me. I didn't ask. They didn't really let me. I'm probably gonna get a copyright claim on this video. Please don't copyright claim me. I really don't want that. It makes my videos perform worse. And smash like so my videos do better. Love you guys. Subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Bye 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 bye.